Hi everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. And this is me, Oberon, with my outlook on the emotional exchanges. It's my weekly program on Fridays that kind of answers those special questions about our possible romantic or relationship life, such as what's coming towards us emotionally speaking, but also why is that important and where will it lead to? It's all for this week ahead, starting today, Friday, December 15th, and going to next Thursday, which is the 21st, the winter solstice. How nice. So, in order to get started, we're going to do our affirmation. This is a card for the collective. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'm using the Universal Love Oracle deck. It's a beautiful deck with affirmations. It's all about love and relationships and about feeling good about ourselves. So let's see what we get here. Just going to grab one randomly. Sacred Union. So, Sacred Union. A current friendship is about to blossom into a sacred union. This is the union of souls entwined in love. It either relates to you merging with another or with a group. It may also reflect the sacred reunion that exists or is about to be formed between you and a bird or an animal. So of course it does kind of leave a wide terrain out because it is, general. This may not happen exactly to everybody in this form, but I think it is the idea about being able to merge a sense of ourselves with our fellowship or feeling for someone else. So I like that. I think we're going to leave it there to charge the reading a little bit. So the reading is for the elemental signs of the zodiac. I start off with the air signs. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And I'm using the Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. And the deck is artistically designed by Lucy Morningstar. It's a beautiful deck. It's shiny and gold and red tints. And it is pretty much all about applying these cards and their energies to the idea of relationships and love. So with that being said, air signs, what is coming towards you? What kind of vibration of love or relationships seems to be headed your way? It's the Ten of Wands. So what is headed your way? We're going to put you up there, I think. Is the idea of something that's an obligation to you to take on emotionally, a burden at this time. And it may be caring for somebody who needs you to care for them. It could be helping somebody out of a really, harder situation around this holiday time. Who can you help in your life? Who needs help in your life? Who are you willing to share burdens with, emotionally or otherwise? So why is that important? And it's the Four of Pentacles, which is also upright. Because you need to not hold on to these things for yourself. That maybe sharing is caring, of course, but maybe whatever these emotional burdens are, you need to not hold them all for yourself. this may be some really strong, heavy-duty stuff, air signs. It could be something about the ones you love the most and maybe your feelings of helplessness to be able to help them. Holding on to them totally on your own will not necessarily help you as much as you might think. You need to probably get them off your chest, to share them with somebody else, to at least acknowledge them in some sort of form so that other people will know what you're going through and maybe be able to help you. Where will this ultimately lead to? And it will lead to something. It's the Eight of Wands, and as you can see, you are willingly taking the hand of that opportunity. There's something here saying that where it leads to gives you great sense of purpose here and an energy, and that you'll find you're not really alone. You are working with someone who can take you, even if it's just really an aspect of yourself. But I think that you can traverse through heavy emotional burdens by finding the right way to share them with those who can help or at least commiserate, and that ultimately the energy will pull you towards what your goals can be at this time, helping those or helping yourself more. So good luck, air signs. All right, slip your cards. Okay, so moving on to the fire signs. And fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Emotionally speaking, what essence, energy, vibration, thing is coming to you? Oh dear, and as discussed elsewhere on this and probably many, many other places, Mercury is retrograde. So it's not necessarily a surprise that maybe communications are awry and there's a sense of temperance being imbalanced, that maybe things you felt were coming through in the manner that they should, communication-wise, about issues, about emotional harmony with others, it's off kilter. And it may be about communication, but it may be also too about the sense really that things are thrown off. And I'm going to say it's that vibration. It's the Mercury retrograde vibration. But within that, the idea of temperance is also saying too that maybe there are things just happening in general that are frustrating and kind of pull you off your game emotionally. Maybe there are things you expected to happen emotionally and they didn't happen, and so that has you out of sorts. Why is that important? Well, it's the King of Wands, who is upright, and the King of Wands says you can direct yourself back to where you want to go, being more charismatic and brave and confident of yourself to maybe help in that first situation, to help bring about a balance or a temperance that needs to happen, that is most likely in your relationships. It may not be your primary relationship, but it could be something else going on emotionally speaking that calls for you to maybe be even a little more magnanimous, the King of Wands. Okay, so where will this ultimately lead to? And it's a good thing. It's the Six of Pentacles. It's upright. The recognition that we're all a part of the world, that we should all treat each other equally. We should all treat each other with respect and harmony. trust that we are finding our honest partners to help us balance situations or to let us lead ourselves to better outcomes. I think it will happen. So that's what I have for the fire signs. And now we will move on to the water signs. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's see what kind of emotional things are flowing their way. Water signs, what is coming towards you? It's a Tower reversed. Something really important is happening that maybe challenges a lot of things about yourself and almost nearly really can crumple your ego. Maybe you have been out of touch with yourself and are about to get an unpleasant reminder. And it's so important that you learn what you've been doing wrong. It may be there are some real emotional flaws in how you are dealing with a person within your own relationships or with people in general. You know, this could reflect a number of things. It could reflect bad habits that somebody feels you need to change, maybe for your own good. You know, a lot of times with the Tower, it is for your own good. Will you be able to handle that, water signs? Why is this important? And it's important because there's pain and suffering going on here that maybe these actions or these emotional feelings are causing, and that no one is really going to win, water signs, if you're really not learning the lessons of your ego and what the projection of your ego can do and what it can't do and what it can do that is really bad to do. You have to put this into context and realize that no one's going to win in these arguments or these emotional situations that you have to be right on, water signs. So where will it lead to ultimately? And this is like, you know, your own Christmas Carol Scrooge tale. It's the Eight of Pentacles reversed, water signs. Don't let this happen. The Eight of Pentacles maybe suggests that something could really fall apart. Besides that Tower of your ego and your self-identity, there may be actual human relationships or situations that will fall apart or will not work out. People may desert you, or people may not want to be a part of your plans, water signs. So it sounds pretty dramatic. Remember what our card was in the beginning, the sacred union, that we need to find a good way to extend good feelings towards the people we care about and to not hurt them at this time, especially not at this time. If we have issues, maybe we need to talk to somebody about our issues. Water signs, I'm one of you, rather than blaming somebody else for them. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the earth signs. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. You'll have to forgive me, but as a water sign, that last reading really kind of hit some key spots for me. Mr. O is not immune to some hubris or some inappropriate emotionality that he needs to work out for himself. Okay, Earth signs. Emotionally speaking, essence, energy, vibration, what is coming to the Earth signs? The Star. Destiny, something really good, something vibrant, something hopeful, something inspiring, something that makes you feel like either the relationship you're in has so much more it can do and that you're thrilled to be doing that. But if you're not in a relationship, maybe this is just saying there's an overwhelming emotional force happening right now that could propel you towards a relationship if you are seeking, but it could just also propel you towards a great sense of peace and destiny, at this time. It's the holiday season. So whatever it is, Earth sign, something really, really momentous could be about to happen. It may fill your emotions strongly. I don't know. Could it be peace? Gee, then everyone should have gotten that one, right? Not just the Earth signs. At any rate, why is this important? And it probably is something more personal to Earth signs, but it looks like it's important because a big change, whatever this represents, changes things. There's a status quo change. It could be in relationships, but it's all for the good. It's a good change. And so it may be something that you've had a sense of coming, but maybe it just only felt like a destiny that could happen. But it looks to me like whatever it is, it's a big game changer and it's coming. So where will it lead to? And it's the Eight of Swords reversed. And in its pure form, the Eight of Swords reversed says, you're being released from something that held you back, something that maybe curtailed your energies, your abilities, whatever that was. This sounds like you are getting systems go for big change and for destiny approaching. It's literally the most fabulous reading for this week for all the signs. So as Banshee would say, Earth signs are clearly the winner. I love it. And that's the emotional exchanges for this week. And I hope you liked it as well. We are in the holiday season. A number of religions or faiths celebrate various holidays. And it's good to feel good about winter time because, number one, nothing else is going to stop it. If you live in a place where you do experience winter, you just know that you can't wait for that sun to be reborn again, December 21st or whenever it is, and for light to come bringing warmth back. I know we're still a little ways off from that, so who knows how I'll address this next week. But I want to thank you all for watching, and we will see you next week. Don't forget to watch our other shows. We have the Happy Hour, and it will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's going to be just a one and done because I do have to go to work that afternoon. But Sunday is Banshee's Material Matters, which is on at 10 a.m. And we are live in the chat room for this pre-recorded show. Hope you'll join us for that. And then, of course, our regular live stream Sunday afternoon where we can answer any question. And that's from 2 to 4 p.m. on our YouTube channel. And remember that all our times are Eastern Standard Times. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.